kids, Mrs. Bollinger here. Second graders, this video is for Thursday, April 2nd. Okay, so to start things off, you're going to be finishing your Sarah Plain and Tall book if you haven't already. Today and tomorrow, it all needs to be done by Friday. And your booklet, your little lap book, needs to be finished. Okay, so if you filled in everything that you need to fill in, you're going to go ahead and color it, make sure it looks good. If you have some little problem, like someone said something had fallen off, that's okay. Include it when you turn it in on Friday, just so I have all the information. If you've already finished this, then you get to choose your own book to read for 15 minutes. Now make sure that your parents send me your reading time either today or tomorrow, because Mrs. Moore is going to be pulling out some more tickets to see if you win a prize. If you haven't made your 50 hours, that's okay. Give me your hours so I can add them up so you can make your 50-hour goal by the end of the year. Now remember, after you watch this video, all of your assignments are listed on GradeLink with the links. So if you kind of forget what you're supposed to do, make sure you refer back to a Thursday on GradeLink. So next on the list is handwriting. And in handwriting, we're on day 4, and we're going to be tracing, and then we're going to be writing a test. You actually have 2 days to do this because it's not due till Friday. So the first thing you're going to do is tilt your book, and let's read what we're going to be reading. God has given each of you some special abilities. Be sure to use them to help other people. This is from 1 Peter 4:10 in the Bible. Wow, that's a really great promise. God has given everybody something special. Everybody has special things about them, things they can do, personality traits. That's wonderful. And how should we use these? Just selfishly? No, we should use them to help each other. Wouldn't it be great if everybody did that? Let's trace this. So remember, you're going to use a pencil and go ahead and trace it. I went a little bit below the line there. Try to keep between the upper and lower line and make sure your uppercase letters are tall and your lowercase letters go to the middle line. You get the idea. Okay, so you're going to trace this whole thing and do a test. Choose any page you like from the back. Hey, this one's already colored. Maybe I'll use that one. All right, now, if you start running out of time, you could always do this part on Friday because we're not going to have another handwriting assignment. But if you get it done today, you'll be all done. Remember, write your name in cursive on the bottom line and then just copy the whole thing. Okay, for math, we're going to be doing some problem solving on page 605. And remember, when you come to the Zoom meetings, you probably get about half your math done there. So that can really help you get a head start. All right, so we're going to read the problem first, making sure to underline and circle what you find. Now, this is a brand new book, so I'm not going to write that, but in your book, you can go ahead and write in it. The buses leave in order every half hour. So I would underline half hour. Bus 1 leaves at 9:30. Bus 2 leaves at 10. What time do bus 3 and 4 leave? So I would underline 9:30 and 10:30. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a pattern. It's kind of like counting by 5s or counting by 10s or something. It's a little pattern, but you're counting by half hours. A half hour, remember, is 30 minutes. So you're going to start at 9:30 and then you're going to be going to 10. So you have to add 30 minutes to 10. So you just move the minute hand to 30 minutes and leave the hour hand at 10. Then, if you added 30 more minutes, you would be bringing that halfway around the clock again and get 11. Let me show you on the clock. So, if you remember what we did when we were talking about half past, the minute hand moves around halfway every 30 minutes. So, if it was 9:30, you moved it around here, and now we're going to move it around halfway around the clock again, and now it's 10. If we're going to add 30 more minutes, we have to take the minute hand, and bring it halfway around the clock. That's 10:30, and then halfway around the clock again is 11. Sometimes if you look at your analog clock and you kind of count in your mind, it can help you to do these problems. So your answer would be what time these 2 buses leave. These are the kind of problems you're going to do on the next few pages. You're going to read the questions. make a little chart or use your analog clock and kind of count with it. That might help you to do these problems. Also, come to Zoom and we'll go over some of that. Now for our Scholastic activity, we're going to be talking about empathy and kindness. So remember to use your butterfly booklet and find a new page, like this. Now for our activity today, you're going to be given 4 scenarios. And a scenario is like a little scene of something that could happen. And you only need to choose one. So here's a scenario about somebody asking if they can join a game. This one's a scenario about someone being bullied. Now your other choices are, these people are pointing at a girl and she's crying. And this one's about someone telling you a secret. You can choose whichever scenario you think that you would like. So let's say I choose this scenario. That means I only have to worry about this one. So don't try to do all 4, just do one. And what you're going to do is you're going to be thinking about if you were in this situation and this happened to you, what you would do, and you're going to kind of act it out, and I'll show you what you need to write on your paper. So let's read about this one. You're playing with friends, another student asked to join. How does it feel to be left out? What do you say to your friends? So on your paper, what you would do, first you would try to figure out what you would do, what your answer would be, and you can kind of act it out and talk it out with somebody. Then you're going to take your paper and you can draw this situation right here, or you could make it doesn't have to be playing soccer, it could be some other place on the playground where somebody's asking if they can join. And then you can change this to if you're doing it. So you can say, I am playing with my friends. Another student asked to join. So just copy this, but restate it like it's you. So you're going to have to change the first couple of words and restate it like it's you that's doing it. And then you're going to put what happens next. So these questions are just to help you figure out what to do. So after you say, I am playing with friends, another student asked to join, say what you would do. I would say this, I would do that. And in the picture, you can draw what you're doing when you give your response, okay? So obviously you want to do the kind thing, and I don't want to tell you the answer, so figure out what you would do. If you don't know the answer to this one, choose a different scenario. That's okay, and there's more than one right answer for some of these. Okay, there's one more thing for me to show you at the table, and that's our language book. We're just going to do one page in that book. We're going to get back to our plurals. And now remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. And a plural is when you have more than one. Now, on this page, these are not the regular plurals. The regular plurals would be just adding an S or an ES. Remember, we've talked about that? But in this case, you're going to totally change the word. Like if you had one mouse, you don't say mouses. That wouldn't work. You have to, it says mouses down here, but that's not the right answer. None of these are going to just be adding an S, so don't be fooled by that. If you have one mouse and then his friends come, you're going to have mice. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the right answer on the shoebox, and then you're going to write it down and cross it off. But there's going to be some tricks. There's going to be some wrong answers here. So don't just find the first one that sounds like it might be it, because, see, mouses, it would be the trick, and that's not the right answer. You're going to cross off some of the shoes, but you're not going to actually cross off all of them. But each one has an irregular answer. So irregular means not regular. The regular thing would be when you have a plural, you put an S. But these singular nouns, these one nouns, are irregular. Okay, that's all for your required work, but I'm going to give you some optional activities if you'd like. All right, so for your recess activity, I put down that you could practice your song flute. Mrs. Joe has set up a website, and so when you go to it, you're going to get your song flute out, and what happens is when you go to the website, there's some things along the top, and one of them says song flutes. And so this is called a song flute, and it says it right there on the box. All right, so what happens is you choose a video. Like I looked at the one called Hot Cross Buns, and it tells you how to play that song. And there's going to actually be a picture and music, and it's going to show you, like if you put one finger down, make sure you hold the back, 2 fingers down or 3 fingers down, and first it'll do it fast, and then you can actually make it go really slow, and you're going to obviously blow on it while you're doing it. So it'll just kind of walk you along on those videos. But you kind of will need to have like a phone or some kind of a device so you can watch them while you're practicing. If you'd like to do extra credit today, you can do the or plus or word work. And remember, when you're unscrambling those words, make sure to write or O-R-E first, because that will help you out. And then follow the directions, because we've done this before. If you still need more extra credit, Mrs. Moore has set up some things on the Pro website called Mrs. Moore's Electives, and she has some other things that you can try out if you have extra time, or if you'd like to do them on the weekend because you just kind of want something else to do. All right, that's all for today. Bye.